We
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, this
So,
is part 2, and we continue with yeah, you know with what. So, Zabi, do you want to have a take on this, or Zander?
yeah, but on we should continue talking about.
Well, it's obvious. We said it.
Well, I forgot it already.
Okay. So I thought you know it. So I will repeat. I will repeat. It was about the speakers showing up very radical, and then kind of change and become kind of spiritual teachers. Or yeah, this was the topic. I think it's quite interesting. And yeah, Zavi, do you want to say something, or maybe Zander?
About teachers, speakers.
Preachers, whatsoever.
Well, what is there to say? Well, yeah, it just seems to play differently when it comes to, there seems to be uniqueness in what seems to be happening, and there's nothing else happening. It's just simply seems to be unique. There's talking about uh, there's a way out. We talked a little bit about Sadhguru. I heard Sabi was into in engineering, and there was here there was doing in engineering and a couple of programs also beautifully. There's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just there's no choice in following or not following or listening to or telling that there's nothing to get. This speaking about this what seems to be happening is already just what seems to be happening, so to speak. So there's no one doing it and there's no choice in it. And it's the same with speaking that there's light in the end of the tunnel, that there's something to gain and maybe some blissful state will be attained after you do all the types of programs and then maybe a next program and the last program. And then you will be blissed out like you are smoking marijuana the whole day and without smoking marijuana the whole day and all and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just simply how it plays out, and like the resonating with it, or like, whoa, what a total bullshit, this end of the light tunnel, and it just is uncomfortable. There's nobody choosing to sit and talk with Zabi and Rosa, and neither is there anyone choosing to listen. But choosing is still happening, simply like coffee, tea, or none of them. It's just simply what seems to arise.
Yeah, beautiful. Boom! For no one to get, or not to get, or neither.
Well, and yeah, well, what to say, Sabi? Anything coming up there?
No, no. I just don't know. Yeah.
No.
I don't.
That's a good answer. I mean, who knows? That's the most honest answer, I think, because yeah, who knows? Who knows? Because there's no one and this, there's just this, and there's no one who knows this or not knows this.
And knowing may appear.
Yeah,
Why
knowing may,
not?
yeah,
Knowing
of
is
course.
it too? And who cares? And I think it's lovely. It's lovely when those stories playing out like, I don't know, confusion or whatsoever is happening there. Or yeah, this is beautiful. And there is an apparent resonance so that everything matches perfectly, I used to resonate with this character and then with this and this and this. Well, for no reason. This is it. There is nothing wrong, nothing right, and everything is it. A beautiful song. Um, totally meaningless.
Yeah, it's undivided innocence. Like you know, we did a talk with Michael Jeffries, and
Saw that.
yeah, it was nice, you know, and gRoOvy. Yeah, it's just undivided innocence, you know. There's no one behind it.
I have a trouble with undivided.
Yeah, I know. You
you're triggering me, Zander. I totally
yeah.
don't like the undivided. Just put it away. Just stay with innocence.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, there's no choice in that, Rosa. So it's funny. Something else, Zabi. You remind me of somebody else sitting in the car and vaping.
That's funny.
You're laughing because you know who I mentioned, right?
Wait, no. Who? Like, maybe once you say it, maybe I might.
I don't know either.
Well, sitting in a car and vaping, it was somebody you talked with the nobodies.
Was it Casey?
Yeah.
Casey.
Oh yeah.
Right, isn't it?
Yeah, every time we'll buy some new vapes and then we'll send each other pictures. Like, look what I got. It's funny because you asked, do certain things still happen? I guess vaping and smoking still happens a lot.
Yeah, well, that's beautiful, you know.
Yeah, and in loveness with it. In the story, there was intense, like this shouldn't be happening, and it seemed like vaping was a problem, and it was a lot of suffering around taking this out and taking a hit of the vape. Now it's just like it's like a yes, like I don't know.
Beautiful. Zabi, this you can hear in this story, you can put the food, you know, because he was a food disorder. So, and this is just in the loveness with food, no matter what. There is no control in this. It's just happening, you know, and this is, our stories are quite similar, differently, you know, but very, very similar, very similar.
Well, I used to count calories, and there would be intense suffering with eating 50 calorie cookie more than what I was supposed to. And then it was like a charge. It was intense with
very intense, the story there with you. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I seemed to charge. I don't know how else to describe it. It just seemed to be a charge. That was just, I don't know.
However, I love it to connect with you. It's just like, so the openness there, you know, there is this openness, and for no reason, just happens. And beautiful. Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's funny with the smoking, you know. You mentioned, well, it's still happening. Yeah, and still thoughts may come, well, maybe I have to quit this, or maybe not now, or you know, that's also it, you know. I mean, nothing changes and everything can seem to change,
totally.
you know.
It's just empty, you know, no matter what's arising, their thoughts or not, or it is simply empty. There is no resistance to this, but no one is doing this. This is not a training. This is not a practice. This is just, okay, just this. So what? Or not okay, or fuck it, or whatsoever. It's just direct. It's simply, there's only aliveness.
Boom.
Boom, booty, boom, boom, boom. I love it. I love it. Zabi, do you have any plans? Do you want to do something? Is there a drive, or just simply doing the daily stuff, working, and you know, just direct without planning and like this? How is it going on there?
Yeah, no planning, nothing seems to arise. I mean, just the same old working. And I mean, planning can seem to happen, but
not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before there was an intensity with planning and making it work and having it look a certain way, and all of that just fell apart. So
yeah.
But there can still be texting with grabbing the phone, texting a friend, let's get dinner. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
But
it's quite simple, right? It's actually simple. Life gets simple because it's only life. There is no more Zabi interacting with whatsoever. There's just picking up the handy, writing, let's go to dinner, whatsoever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Direct.
Yeah. I love this simplicity. I love this aliveness. And then the stories get in a way even more juicier, more beautiful, more intense, more full on. Yeah. You know, this is this in loveness with this. This is the wow Emmeline is always pointing to, with the wow. And this boom kind of also came from him, because he was kind of, yeah, totally, yeah, whatsoever, blah, 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 blah. Beautiful.
Yeah, full on, you know, full on everything and nothing or whatever just seems to happen. It's always full on. And it can even be full on nothing. Full on silence, or full on screaming, or full on working, or full on thinking, or full on irritation, or full on whatever.
Whatever.
No, whatever, it doesn't matter. But nothing is personal. Nothing is personal.
Exactly. Yeah.
The whole personal thing is just drawn out of it. It's just away, you know. And thinking it has to do with me or whatever, you know, anything can arise. I mean, there's nothing wrong, you know. You talked about the contraction in the beginning, right, Zabi, that it was quite, you know, and even, you know, anything can happen, like contraction or whatever, you know. It doesn't need to go away, or maybe it will go, or maybe it won't go away, you know. That it's funny because well, there is like there seems to be characters waiting, you know, for this contraction to dissolve, you know. But I mean, it's just a full-on contraction, you know. It's not. It has nothing to do with you already. There's no you ever being or being not contracted. There's just a contracted sense, so to say, or the absence of contraction, you know. And it doesn't matter. One is not better than the other. It has totally nothing to do with you already. Feeling like a me or not feeling like a me. No one is doing that already. So yeah. So before people start to think, and this can just simply seem to happen, well, there needs to be something needs to be different, because this Zabi character was telling about the contraction, and he has it no more. So, well, let's see when mine goes away. But it doesn't matter. You know, there was never a Zabi having a contraction. I don't want to diminish anything which was seemingly happening there, Zabi, but, you know, I just want to be clear that there was already no you being contracted. There was a contracted sense or whatever. And this may or may not still appear to happen. And any people who are listening now and thinking and waiting for that to dissolve, I mean, the waiting, is it? It may dissolve or not, it doesn't matter. It's just full on whatever seems or not seems to be happening.
Yeah. But this is not what's longed for. As long as there is a longing, there is, this cannot be heard, apparently. Because exactly. It must be, and this is perfection in a way. And yeah, there is no teaching. No teaching is leading to this. No pointing is leading to this. It is simply what it is already.
Yeah, it's not an achievement, you know. This is not a teaching. This will not bring you anywhere because you already are not here as a separate something else from this, which reach something else, you know? It's totally useless and hopeless because it's not going to bring, and anything may appear to happen, you know, watching this, like, oh, what an idiot, or stuff like that, but it still already has nothing to do with you or me.
I love it.
Happens,
I love
you
it,
know?
Zander. Before meeting Zander, when he were kind of talks with characters, and there was kind of not trying to, yeah, in a way you can say there was the possibility to help, to say something which can help the other, and he was like, oh shit, this is it already, you know. There was no way to give a tip to do something because it's seen that everything is it already. The question is it, and here the thing which came was always, well, this is it already, or well, it's hopeless. Nothing to get. But it was always like, for me, this is a message. When I heard this was totally freeing, totally motivating. This was not like, you know, oh no, shit, but it was like hearing this total hopelessness. This was like totally freeing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because, you
It's
know,
funny. It's funny. It's funny. This is
yeah,
the favorite thing of Zander, saying it's funny.
yeah, because it is, you know, because watching this, there can arise a sense of, well, this is helpful, you know. Zabi, Rosa, and Sander talking is very helpful, you know, and it's helpful for no one. You know, it's not helpful for you. It just, you know, it's just simply what seems to arise. Well, this talk helped me. You know, there's nothing wrong, you know, it's helpful for no one. You know, so helping may just seems to be happening now, but it has nothing to do with somebody being helpful already. Although the sense of, or the thought, this is very helpful, listening to three people talking about nothing, well, that's just simply what seems to be happening then. Feeling helpful or feeling helped or whatever, you know, a relief. A relief
Totally,
may,
totally.
yeah, yeah, a relief for no one.
For example, while listening to Emmy earlier, this was the feeling, well, this is so helpful, you know, but then it's seen, well, for no one, it's just what's happening. Yeah, so beautiful. What do you say, Zabi, to this? Like,
yeah, it seemed, yeah, while listening to Emerson, it did seem like a help in a sense, but it's like a help for no one. It was just I would say again a relaxation, but that relaxation is not a gaining, it's not a getting. Yeah. It's just an easiness. And I guess, yeah, I took that as help at the time, but it was just, yeah, relaxing.
There is simply this labeling the whole time until it stops, when this labels simply are not needed anymore, because they're kind of senseless. When the simplicity is seen, that everything is it really does not matter what you say to this, blah, bloop, or whatsoever. And yeah.
You cannot stop comparing, you know. So there may be just simply comparison arising, you know, before and after. You know, this is before the talk and after the talk. I felt so, and then the logic, you know, the apparent logic, which is just also simply happening. This helped me. Before the talk, I was feeling sad. Now I was feeling better, you know, and the connecting the dots is just simply what seems to be happening. The non-existing dots. There is no before and no after. It's never an achievement. This is not an achievement. It's not a state. This is not something which is reached. This is it already. no matter whatever is happening, crying is it, screaming, saying, I don't want this anymore, I want this so much, is it already, you know, and connecting dots and making logic out of it or making it into a teaching is just simply what seems to be happening already. And it has nothing to do with anyone.
Yeah, beautiful. What's coming up there, Zabi, while listening to this?
Nothing right now.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah, just beautiful. Yeah.
The sun is shining over there. Lovely.
Sun in December.
Where are you, Zabi? Where are you?
San Francisco Bay Area, California.
California. Let's have a party. Cool.
Dr. Dre, right? Wasn't it Dr. Dre?
Yeah, Dr. Dre and Tupac.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love this. I love it. I used to go to the discotheque alone while I was living in Cologne, a bigger German city. So I was always on my own, going to do the night partying since I missed it while I was playing professionally tennis. I do not have the time to do this, you know? So it was kind of doing it, but on my own in a way. It was funny. And no one taking care of me alone in those whatsoever. Yeah. But it was fun. dancing the whole night.
Right here in not too far from my house in Oakland, California, they changed one of the street names to Tupac Shakur. I'm like, that's nice. I love it.
Cool, my dear. Cool.
You like rap music, Zabi? What, you know? What?
Yeah, that's how I listen to rap, hip hop, pretty much.
Love it.
R&B.
Yeah.
R&B.
Love it.
Yeah. I was quite into dancehall, you know, listening to dancehall, you know, Beanie Man and Sisla, Capleton.
I know Beanie Man, yeah. I've heard some things, yeah.
Yeah, so I was quite into, when I was younger, I was quite into reggae and dancehall music, Bob Marley and the Wailers and all that, you know? Yeah, and rap, of course. You know, it's funny because this when Rosa was singing this CaLiFoRnIa, you know, it just automatically things starts coming, you know, arising, you know, music and the love for it, or you know, it's just beautifully simply what comes. Certain tunes and memories, so-called memories. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh yeah.
Totally. I love music. And now we are more on this non-duality beat. But it's the same, it's like music, you know, it's so funny. That's why like this Cheerwell, or who is mixing up the music with non.
Yeah. Cherry Chillwell, you know, check him out. Cherry Chillwell, he's a guy making.
Love him. I heard all of his stuff.
Him. And this is you know, this combines those two elements, which I totally love. You know, music with this. It's just this whatsoever. Lovely. Oh boy, yeah. Zabi, do you have friends you can talk about this with?
Well, there is, I would say, probably just 2 people that I can. Yeah, but besides that, no one wants to hear this shit.
Yeah, and it's funny, huh?
Yeah.
It makes me laugh always when you hit someone who's like, it's like. Yeah.
When I first heard it, though, I was trying to tell everybody, and I was shocked why no one wanted to listen to me.
Yeah, totally. Zander, do you also had it?
Well, no, not so much with no. It was more No, actually not really that, because this, you know, this is not, if we call it a message or whatever you want to call it, you know, just for the sake of naming it. But this so-called message is not popular compared to, you can do this and that and that and that, and then you'll be free, you know. You know, this is more a loss, I would say, than something which is gained. You know, and you know that it's not popular.
Yeah, that's why it turns when I speak to some characters about this, totally innocent characters, and this is popping out here full on. And this in loveness is sensed on the other side, but the words, you know, they're like, this is total poverty, and this is a paradox, you know. Here's this grin and full on talking about total hopelessness of poverty, and the other characters are like, oh, what? You know. And I start to laugh, and of course, but you know, funnily, the people I meet, in a way, a lot of them are open to this. We have beautiful talks, but in their kind of in their story, you know, it kind of always fits in a way. I don't know why, but maybe I'm simply not talking about this with, you know, when it's not. But actually, here, kind of a lot of people I can talk to it. Maybe more, you know, but it depends on how. I'm not, you know. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, well, and you know, at a certain point, there's also, you know, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Because it simply plays out, you know. There was already no one doing the resonating, and so there's no way to push it, you know, because, and there's nothing wrong. It just plays out that three characters here, Zabi, Rose, and Sander, seems to like this, you know, and there seems to be others who not resonate with this. Well, that's just simply what seems to be happening, innocently, as there is no one behind it doing it or not doing it, and you know, deciding to not listen or to listen is just simply innocently happening or not.
Totally. But I simply could not understand why, for example, my father, or, you know, are not getting this. In a way, I was like, you know, this one, no, go away. I was like, what? Well, come on, you know. No. And then I kind of checked it. I just checked it, and I was very happy and glad that there are parent characters, which exactly so it's crazy as I am. And yeah, this is beautiful. Well, it can't be
easy.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm interrupting, Rose.
No,
but
no.
You know, it's easy that they don't get it because no one gets this.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
No one gets this.
Yeah. But not in this sense. Like here,
no,
there's an
of
apparent
course.
communication happening, you know? And there it's impossible to talk about just this. Just this? Oh, come on, Rosie. Go away with your shit. Okay. No, it's perfection. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm laughing a lot about this. There is no need to talk about this too, of course. Beautiful. Oh, wow, cool, Zabi. Beautiful. Thank you for for being here with us. And I would just say, let's stay in touch in our planned meetings. Sander, do you want to say something about it?
Well, I saw you in the group also, Zabi. So we're planning to do a big, you know, this is something which I can announce now, but somewhere in January there will be a massive like Zoom meeting, and there will be a recording.
Kaboom! Zoom
yeah,
Kaboom!
Zoom Kaboom, or Kaboom Zoom, or how you want to know it, and you are mostly also part of this this meeting then, and there are many other characters who will be on the show, and there will be a recording, and so people, anyone who's interested,
yeah,
this
simply
in
message
general,
us. We want to do this in the first January weekends, the first 2 weeks of January, the weekends. We think this is most available, and we try to get more characters on one spot there. It's going to be cool. So yeah, if there is interest, simply message us. And Zander is also announcing this on his YouTube channel, right? And on Facebook. So it's gonna be fun for no reason, just chit-chatting. Yeah,
and
beautiful.
Zabi, last question. Do you want to, first of all, do you want to say something for the end, and do you want to tell which channel you have, so people maybe who are interested in Zabi and wants to know more about this cool guy in the
Totally
area?
cool guy. Totally cool guy. I love this. Yeah.
Here's your time. What is the channel, and is there something what you want to say?
But it's nothing more that I want to add, but the channel is Zabi Non-Duality, CABI non. And I might start posting more.
Cool. Maybe you'll start to post something whatsoever. Let's see what's going to happen. Nice. Nice. So thank you so much, Zabi. We stay in touch. I wish you a sunny day. Enjoy whatsoever. And mwah, I love you, Zander. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zabi.
Bye-bye.
Good one.
For your